Hello, beautiful souls. Today, we embark on a transformative journey to uncover how you can find peace through understanding life traps. These traps are like invisible chains, binding us to patterns of thought and behavior that no longer serve us. Life traps, also known as schemas, are deeply ingrained patterns that develop during our childhood and continue into adulthood, shaping our behavior and emotions. They're often rooted in experiences where we felt hurt, neglected, or abandoned. By shining a light on these hidden patterns, we can begin to understand how they're holding us back. In that understanding, we empower ourselves to make different choices, creating new and healthier patterns that lead to greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. So, let's explore some common life traps, their causes, and effective strategies to overcome them. The first life trap we'll explore is the abandonment life trap. This trap often takes root in early years, stemming from the loss of a parent or an emotionally unavailable caregiver. For someone caught in this trap, the world can feel like a shaky, unreliable place. There's this underlying fear that the people they love will inevitably leave them. They might become clingy in relationships, constantly seeking reassurance and validation. They may even sabotage their own happiness, pushing others away before they have a chance to leave. One powerful step to heal is to cultivate self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a dear friend. Building a strong support network is another vital step, surrounding yourself with reliable, trustworthy, and emotionally supportive people. Sometimes, the wounds of abandonment run so deep that professional help is needed. A therapist can provide a safe space to explore these feelings, understand their root causes, and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Therapy can be a lifeline, a beacon of hope on the journey to healing. Now, let's talk about the mistrust life trap. This trap often develops as a defense mechanism to protect ourselves from getting hurt again. When someone has been deeply betrayed or let down, they may develop a deep-seated suspicion of others. They may struggle to believe in people's good intentions, always expecting the worst to happen. This can lead to a pattern of guardedness, making it difficult to form close, meaningful connections. Healing starts with recognizing that not everyone is out to hurt you and challenging those negative thought patterns. Gradually test the waters by sharing a little bit of yourself with someone you feel drawn to and pay attention to how they respond. As you experience positive interactions, you can gradually let down your guard, brick by brick. Now, let's delve into the dependence life trap. This trap often originates in childhoods where we were overly sheltered or controlled. As adults, this can manifest as a deep-seated sense of inadequacy and a constant need for reassurance and validation from others. We might find ourselves relying on others to make choices for us, even in areas where we're perfectly capable of making our own decisions. Breaking free from the dependence trap is about reclaiming our power and embracing the freedom that comes with self-reliance. It starts with taking small steps, making conscious choices to assert our independence. As we experience the empowerment that comes with making our own decisions, we begin to build confidence in our ability to handle bigger choices. Learning new skills and expanding our knowledge base can also be incredibly empowering. It's about proving to ourselves that we are capable of growth and mastering new challenges. As we step into the unknown with courage, we chip away at the walls of dependence, brick by brick. Now, let's talk about a trap that can leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. The emotional deprivation life trap. This trap often takes root in childhoods where our emotional needs weren't met. As adults, we may carry a deep sense of emptiness, yearning for the emotional nourishment we were denied. We might find ourselves in relationships that are emotionally unfulfilling, unconsciously seeking to recreate the dynamics of our childhood. But we can't change the past. We must take responsibility for our own emotional well-being. This starts with cultivating self-love, treating ourselves with kindness, compassion, and understanding. Seeking out emotionally fulfilling relationships is also key. surrounding ourselves with people who see and value us. Sometimes therapy can be an invaluable tool on this journey. A skilled therapist can provide a safe space to explore those unmet needs and develop healthier patterns in our relationships. By becoming the loving, nurturing parent to ourselves, we can heal the wounds of the past. Now, let's talk about a trap that can hold us back from achieving our full potential: the failure life trap. This trap often develops in response to criticism during our formative years. Over time, these negative messages can become internalized, leading to a deep-seated belief that we are not good enough. This fear of failure can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. Every successful person has encountered setbacks and failures along the way. Breaking free from the failure trap requires a shift in perspective, reframing failure as an opportunity for growth. It's about celebrating our efforts and acknowledging our progress. Setting realistic and achievable goals is also key, focusing on making small, incremental improvements over time. Let's celebrate those small victories because they pave the way to lasting change. Now let's shed light on a trap that can leave us feeling powerless: the subjugation life trap. This trap often takes root in childhoods where our voices were silenced and our needs were ignored. As adults, we may struggle to assert ourselves, set boundaries, and express our needs and desires. We might find ourselves in relationships where we feel controlled or taken advantage of. But we are all deserving of respect and have a voice that deserves to be heard. Breaking free from the subjugation trap is about reclaiming our power and setting healthy boundaries. It's about learning to say no without guilt, to speak our truth with confidence, and to stand up for ourselves. Engaging in activities that empower us can also be liberating, pursuing passions, and developing new skills. As we connect with our own strength and rediscover our voice, we break free from the chains of subjugation. Let's honor our authentic selves and step into our own power. And finally, let's talk about a trap that can drive us to exhaustion: the unrelenting standards life trap. This trap is often rooted in a belief that we have to constantly strive for perfection to be worthy of love or success. We might set impossibly high standards for ourselves in all areas of our lives. This relentless pursuit of perfection can leave us feeling exhausted and perpetually dissatisfied. But perfection is an illusion, a moving target we can never truly reach. True joy comes from embracing our imperfections and celebrating our progress. Breaking free from the unrelenting standards trap requires a shift in mindset, challenging negative thought patterns. It's about replacing them with messages of self-compassion and self-acceptance. Setting realistic and achievable goals is also key, celebrating our accomplishments along the way. Let's give ourselves permission to enjoy the journey and find joy in the present moment. By understanding and addressing these life traps, you can reclaim your peace and well-being. Embrace the power of change and let it guide you to a life of harmony and fulfillment. Remember, you are worthy of love, happiness, and a life filled with peace, purpose, and joy. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay positive, stay peaceful, and have a wonderful day ahead.